You know that split second before everything goes sideways, before you hit send on the spicy email, before the reply jumps out of your mouth, before the door slam you'll regret? There's a hair-thin moment right there, a single frame where life quietly hands you a choice. Most of us never see it. We leap from spark to wildfire and then say, "They made me." Smiles. No, they didn't. We just missed the frame. Tonight I want to show you how to catch that one frame and step through it cleanly. Not to become polite or fake please, no. To become precise. To say the sentence that actually serves, and to stop volunteering for drama you never wanted. Let's make this practical from the first minute. Look around you. Pick anything. The corner of the screen, your hand, a mug, a plant. You're looking at an object, coloured, shaped, sitting over there at some distance. Good. Now do this with me. Turn one finger around and point back at the place you're looking from. Right here. What do you find at exactly 0 distance? A face? An edge? A number? Or just open capacity clear space that's effortlessly hosting the mug, the screen, the thoughts, the heartbeat, the whole scene? Don't believe me. Check. If you see this even a little, you've just met your advantage. Out there, forms voices, emails, eyebrows, comments, invoices, traffic. In here, the formless host that contains them all without strain. When you identify as the heat in your chest, you must defend it. When you notice you are the space in which heat arises, you can respond. That tiny shift is the doorway to the single frame I'm talking about. All right, let me name it. The one frame gap. The micropause between they said and I did. It's always there. We don't build it. We notice it and learn to step into it. Let me show you how. When the spark hits the sigh, the tone, the subject line, disappointing. 4 moves very fast. Notice the spark. Oh, there's heat. Point back. Half a second. Confirm openness is still here. Label the headline that tries to hijack you. They never listen. I'm being attacked. Fix it now and rest as the knower for one breath. Choose one clean action. Short, present, specific, then stop. That's the whole game. We'll run it in real scenes right now so it gets into your hands, not just your head. Scene 1. The interruption. You're speaking. They cut you off mid-sentence. Boom, your cheeks flush. Catch it. Heat here. Point back. Is the openness injured? No. The heat appears in it. Label the headline, "They don't respect me." See those words as text floating in awareness. One breath as the knower. Now genuine action, short and present. Hold on, let me finish one sentence. Period. Not a lecture on manners, not a history of always. One sentence, clean boundary. Scene 2, the email that stings. Subject, disappointing. Your fingers sprint toward reply, flame emoji in your veins. Notice. Point back. Label. I must fix their opinion now. Breath. Clean action. Save as draft. Set a 20-minute timer. When the timer rings, write 3 lines. What happened, what you propose, by when. Send. That delay isn't weakness, it's de-escalation. You chose clarity over speed. Scene 3. The family button. Parent sighs. After all I've done. Your body is 10 years old again. Notice. Point back. Label. If I don't comply, I'm ungrateful. Breath. Clean action. I'm not travelling this weekend. If you want to plan for next month, I'm in. No autobiography. No accusation. A single living offer. Scene 4. The comments section. Someone writes, "Fake guru." Laughs. "Hello, internet." Notice. Point back. Label. I have to correct strangers. Breath. Clean action. Choose one no reply, or thanks for watching wishing you well. Then mute. You're not obligated to join every theatre that sells you a ticket. Scene 5. Your partner's tone. Short answers, eyes away. Your stomach drops. They're pulling away. Notice. Point back. Label exactly that headline. Breath. Clean action. When replies are short, I make up stories. Do you have capacity to talk at 7? Requests beat accusations. Always. I want you to hear the rhythm underneath all of this. The one frame gap is tiny. We're not negotiating a treaty. We're taking one clean step from clarity, and we stop. That's the medicine. Short, present, specific. Clarity loves short. Let's go deeper for 30 seconds because this piece will save you years. Every hijack runs on a sentence, a little headline that prints itself on your mind like it's law. They always, I never. This means we're not going to fight the headline, we're going to print it and then look from prior. That's what I call label and knower. Say the sentence in its exact words, not your polished version, the impolite one. They don't respect me. I'm going to be abandoned. If I don't answer now, they'll hate me. See those words as letters, not as truth, as letters appearing in the same openness you just pointed to. Then ask softly, what's prior here? The sentence or the clear knowing that sees the sentence? Rest as that knower for one breath. From there, the sentence turns from law to weather. It might still drizzle, but you're not building your house under it. Then you take one clean step. Now, I can feel someone thinking, great in theory. In real time, my body just explodes. Nods. Exactly. So we practice on small, low-stakes moments until the reflex installs. You don't learn to pause in the fire, you learn at the stove. Try these with me this week. When the kettle or microwave runs, do one loop on something trivial. Notice an urge scrolling, snacking, picking up the phone. Point back. Label the headline. I deserve a treat. Something might have happened online. Breath. One clean action. 4 seconds. You're wiring the circuit. Hand on any doorknob. That's your cue. Point back. Enter the next room as openness, not as the story from the last room. Red light. Soften your jaw. Widen your gaze to include the edges of the windshield and print one sentence in your head. Let it evaporate when the light turns green. You're teaching your system that life isn't an emergency just because a thought shouts. And please, give yourself the simplest environmental advantage. Turn off non-human push notifications for 7 days. You can still check your apps on purpose, on schedule. Let's stop letting little machines yank your nervous system like a doorbell at 3 a.m. If you're constantly startled, you will call reactivity personality. It's not. It's training. Let me say what non-reactive doesn't mean. It doesn't mean passive. It doesn't mean smiling while people pitch tents in your garden. Boundaries still happen cleaner, faster. Listen to the sound of clean speech. I'm not available for that. Not tonight, tomorrow after 4 works. I need 30 minutes, I'll call you then. This isn't a fit for me, I'm stepping back. I'm going to end this conversation now and restart when we're both rested. Hear how short those are. Explanations are for logistics, not for your right to exist. When your words get long, often you're begging for permission. The one frame gap lets you speak the sentence that doesn't ask. And when you overdo it, we all do repair, fast and small. Within 24 hours, I reacted. That made the meeting harder. I want clarity, not heat. Next time I'll take 10 minutes before I answer. Then re-speak your boundary or request cleanly. Don't audition for sainthood, just shorten the lag between flair and clarity. Let's talk about anger. Anger is a flare on the beach. It can mark a boundary, but it's not a steering wheel. In the frame, translate flame into light. When X happens, Y cost shows up. I want Z. Here's my proposal. When replies come after the deadline, the launch slips. I want predictable handoffs. Let's set 3 p.m. as the cutoff. When jokes hit body image, I shut down. I want respect. Let's skip that topic. See the difference? We took the electricity and made it useful. What about shame? Shame whispers, if you were better, you wouldn't need a pause. Label it. The sentence is, I shouldn't need this. One breath as the knower. Then one micro repair. Send the text, rename the file, apologize for tone. That's it. We're training repair speed, not self-story length. By the way, you can help the people around you help you. Tell them what game you're playing. If I pause before answering, I'm not ignoring you. I'm choosing a clean response. If I say I'll reply at 5, I will reply at 5. If I overreact, I'll repair inside a day. You turn predictability into kindness. Leaders and parents, this is gold for your rooms. Pre-declare. We don't answer non-urgent messages after 6. We talk about hard things when calm. Model the pause out loud. Give me a moment. I'm choosing my words. And measure repair speed over absence of conflict. Healthy systems don't avoid rupture. They mend quickly. Now, because this is Headless Harding, let's bring that mirror in for a second. Stand in front of a mirror sometime tonight. Over there, a face with age and history and hopes. Without moving even a millimeter, check what's here, at 0 distance. Any face, or the same open capacity that receives the mirror, the room, the thoughts about how you did today? When you remember this while talking to another face, you stop begging their eyes to finish yours. You ask for what you actually need. You say no when it's no, and yes when it's yes, and nothing in between. Your relationships will start to breathe. I want to address 3 objections I hear a lot. If I pause, I'll look weak. No. Pausing is what people do when they're piloting, not panicking. Weakness is bleeding on the table and calling it leadership. If I stop reacting, I'll lose my edge. Edge fueled by panic burns out. Precision fueled by clarity lasts. You'll think longer, work cleaner, and sleep better. My team needs instant replies. Cultures are human-made. Start with your lane, set response windows, and then hit your commitments inside them. Reliability beats immediacy. Let's make this fully live. Think of the last time you snapped. Got it? Rewind the scene. Find the frame just before the snap. Where was your body? What sentence was screaming? Now replay the same scene, but this time insert the micropause. Notice point back label and breathe one clean action. Feel how the scene shortens. There's less autobiography and more precision. Do that replay one more time. You are literally laying track in your nervous system for the next live moment. And when the next live moment arrives, because it will, possibly before this video ends, carry this pocket loop, point back, print the headline, choose one clean action, stop, that's it, small, and often beats intense and rare. Before we close, one more check, because I want you to be able to verify this anywhere, not believe me. Look around the room, see the objects, the faces, the light. point back. Does the openness here get bigger when someone praises you, smaller when someone criticizes you? Or is it steady, clear, edgeless capacity hosting both praise and blame, both heat and calm? When you live from that steadiness, you can be warm without being swept away, firm without being hard, silent without being passive. The gap isn't an escape hatch, it's the front door to a cleaner life. Take this with you as your card of the day. Say it in your own words if you like. When heat rises, point back, name the sentence, speak one clean line. You don't need a perfect day to start. You need one frame. Catch one today. Catch 3 by tonight. A handful of change frames, and suddenly the movie of your life, same cast, same budget, becomes something so much kinder to live inside. Weather moves. Sky remains. Let the weather move. Remain. And from that remaining, choose your next right sentence.